Hey everybody, it's Edie, and I'm here with a quick video about opening yourself up and letting in some happiness. Often we have all of these negative thoughts or guilt or sadness or anger, different things build up or things from our past come up and we find it hard to be happy or joyful, and we get moody or irritated or whatever it is, and we close ourselves off. We don't want to do anything that's fun or enjoyable or happy, and then we end up in a slump. So I just have a quick video that I want to share with you to give you an idea about opening yourself up and getting out of your head and letting in some happiness, even though you may not want to. We're going to be combining music and art. So this is going to take a little bit of preparation ahead of time, but once you're prepared, you'll be able to just jump right in and do this at any given moment when you're feeling one of those down, negative, moody kind of emotions. So what you need to do is get a playlist or at least one song that really makes you happy. And it's best to do this when you're in a good mood or when you're already feeling upbeat and positive. Find a song that really excites you, makes you happy, makes you want to move, and keep that song in mind. Or create a playlist when you're in a really good mood. Create a playlist of how you're feeling at the time. Upbeat songs, happy songs, powerful songs, things that make you want to get up and dance. And just have that playlist handy so that in these times when you're not feeling so happy, you're not going to have to go through and try to find something that'll make you feel happy, because that's really not going to happen. So get your playlist or your one song ready, and then whenever you are feeling down, sad, guilty, depressed, angry, whatever it is, all of those negative emotions, or if you're working through something and it's really just bogging you down and you feel stuck, take that song, put it in your iPod, turn up the music, and go into your studio. And you're going to either pull out a canvas or your art journal or just a blank page. It doesn't even have to be anything special. It can be a piece of printer paper or watercolor paper. It doesn't even have to be anything artsy. It can just be a piece of paper. And go with the flow of the music. You can have paints on hand, happy colors kind of set off to the side that you can always just go to, or you can grab them as you go. It can be more free-flowing, or you can kind of have a plan in mind of colors that make you happy. And, even if you're not in a good mood at the time, you'll know that those are your joyful colors, and when you go in these not-so-good moods, those are still the colors that you want to grab. Or you can just go with the music, see what the music pulls out of you at the time, and be more free and receptive to the music, and just go with what you're feeling at the time. So what you'll do is put on that song and paint to the music. You can splatter paint, throw it on there, get in there with your hands, smear it around, fling it on there with a paintbrush, scribble it. It doesn't matter. You can make beautiful little swirls. You can draw little flowers. It doesn't matter. You're not trying to create a beautiful painting. You're just going with the music. Just painting what you hear, painting what you feel at the time. That's why it's important to have a happy song ahead of time so that you are painting this uplifting emotion. So you can have pre-gessoed pages. You can designate an art journal or a book of some sort to these times so that it doesn't really matter what it looks like. You don't have to worry about creating beautiful works of art. You don't have to worry about completing a journal page. You don't have to worry about having a theme or messing up your journal with something that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It helps to have these things ready to go so that when you're down and not feeling it, you don't have to think about it. You can just go grab your happy journal and your happy song and let some joy in. Now, even this, there are going to be times when you say to yourself, I don't even want to do that. I'm in a bad mood. I'm not happy. I'm irritated. I'm depressed. I'm feeling bad. I don't even want to do it. That's, it's too much work. It's it's going to require me to get up. Well, yeah, that's exactly the point. This is going to require you to get up and get out of your head and change your mindset. That's why it's good to have that uplifting song, because when you get in there and you start throwing the pain around and you're listening to that uplifting music, it's going to change your mood, it's going to change your mindset, and it's going to get you out of your head and out of that negative space. So get your playlist together, get some paint, and go splash it around. It can take 5 minutes or less, depending on the length of your song, or you can put it on repeat. You know, you don't. If you have just one song, you can put it on repeat if you want to be in there longer, or create, like I said, a playlist, and then just go in there and throw some paint around and lift your spirits up. So come on into my studio and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. I'm in my studio, and like I said in the intro, I really recommend having some good, loud, powerful speakers that will really get you moving. But if you don't have that handy, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Just play some music. Turn on your laptop in your studio if that's all you've got. Turn it up and just move along with the music. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to flow well together. The colors don't even have to match. Just go with what the music is telling you to do and just feel it. If you feel like dancing along, dance. You know, fling the paint, splatter it on there, swirl it with your paintbrush, use your hands, get in there. Whatever the music is calling you to do, just get in there and do it, and just let the music fill you up. Let the paint flow and let the joy in. Let it lift your spirits and let it get you out of that space of negativity or sadness or guilt or irritation or whatever it was that you were feeling, whatever it was that was bringing you down. Let this now bring you back up. So I'm going to play some music. I'm just going to start painting. I'm not really going to talk. I'm just going to go with what the music is telling me to do. You can have your paints out ahead of time, or you can just grab them out of the drawer as the music is playing. You can put it on repeat if you've got more time and just, you know, go wild with the music. Or if you've only got a few minutes and you've just got to lift your spirits, just put it on one time and do whatever you can do in that 5-minute time span or however long that song is. Just be joyous and free and flowing while that song is on. So I'm going to go ahead and start my music and start my painting. There we go. So it may not be pretty, it may not be finished, but I already feel better. Like, I feel like I want to keep going with this. I don't want it to stop. And if you have more time, then put on another song or put that song on repeat and just keep going with it. But if you're short on time and you just need to get a little lift, then at least do that one song worth, get it on the page, and come back to it later if you need to. You can always come back to it. So I think I'm just going to keep working on this a little bit. I hope it was helpful to you. And I hope that the next time you're feeling down or upset or guilty or depressed or any of those other negative things that often come up, that you will remember this and that you will take some time and just go play and go have fun and be uplifted and try to get out of your own head a little bit and just let some joy in. It's okay to be joyful. It's okay to let joy in. Even when you're having a bad day or when you've got a lot going on and you just don't feel worthy, it's okay. You deserve joy. You deserve beauty. And this is just a simple way to allow some joy in and to get out of your own head for a little while. So there you go. I'll post pictures at the end of the video. Okay, I finished my painting and I feel really good right now. In the video, you'll see that I basically created the background and then I worked on it a little bit more. I only spent about 15 more minutes after I cut off the video working on this. I drew some black outlines around the trees and I wrote my quote here. And the ink had basically formed this eye shape as it was, so I just detailed the line around the eye and added a little bit more color right inside there. So now it looks like an eye. So when you're in your studio and you're just creating what you're feeling with the music, you may find shapes that pop out. I had no intention to create a page here. This was just in there, just to paint to the music. But I ended up seeing this eye shape and then a quote just, popped into my head. And you may find that that happens. It may or may not happen. It won't always happen. But for this time, it did. I saw the eye shape in there and, I was thinking about, sometimes when you're in that negative space, you can't see the other side. You can't see the forest for the trees because you're just in that negative space. So sometimes you just need to close your eyes, forget about it, step away, and then just come back to it later. You're not going to find your way out if you just keep trying in that moment. So sometimes you just need to close your eyes, take a breath, and then try again. So that's kind of where this quote came from. And I'm actually pretty happy with it. I didn't think it was going to be anything, and then it ended up being something that I'm happy with. You may have the same situation, or you may create a page that you don't like. And that's okay too. It doesn't have to be pretty. You're just painting with your intuition. So I hope you enjoyed this little freebie, and I hope it helps you to bring some happiness and joy into your life, even though you may not be feeling it at the time. If you liked what you saw today, please visit my blog. It is www.lifebytheseatofmypants.wordpress.com, and you can also find me on Facebook. And I hope you have a beautiful and joyous life, and I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye!